Hi, hello everyone. How's it going? Hi Paddy, QC, Dave, Tsunami, and DNG. Hi, hi you all. How's the week treating you all? It's only Tuesday, but it's been already a long week. It's been hectic. I gotta say, like yesterday and today have been two of the busiest days I remember lately. Real guys streaming hours. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Getting even smaller now. Everyone who doesn't, please go and follow the Norwegians here. He's also a little guy streaming silly modeling. So yeah, like today we got something cool. A friend here in the Discord made a cool design. And let me get the image, by the way. Name's rather peasant, by the way. Look at her go! She's got it. I'm gonna plug the post, by the way, just so you all can see it. There we go. That's what we are going to model today. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot more that I can share right now. Not a lot going on, except working hard on secret project. Oh yeah, by the way, now that I see that emo tsunami, like, I wanted to add that breakdance as an expression for the avatar, so I could do that on stream, but I haven't had the time. So I just got it in my notes. The stuff to do. I got so many plans, just so little time to implement all of them. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go to the art. Here's another new, by the way. Remember that I used to just like forget to switch the thing between Sprite and Blender. I got rid of that problem now because I have been tinkering. I've been tinkering with Touch Portal and now I got a button to switch between both things, and it brings the window to the front too, so I cannot just desync both things. So that's a plus. So yeah, I'm actually going to add a reference here as an image. I want to have it visible at all times. There we go, so now I can just pick it from my desktop. Oops, wrong file. There we go. So now I can just add it somewhere, like here. I think here's like a good place. There we go. Hey, it happens to me. That just means like you have to add another alt close for her.
It goes. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Lucky there's a little guy. Lucky there's a who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. He's a little guy.
Oh my god. I gotta make the Family Guy opening like that. That would be so funny. So yeah, let's go straight to modeling, I think. I'll just move this here so I can keep a good view of it. There we go. And I click somewhere. There we go. Alright. And I got the Chatterino open so I can read everything in chat. And as I was saying, Tsunami, that just means you know how to make an ad for her. Like, you can make her in the most outlandish 80s clothes for breakdance. That would be so cool to see. Alright, so let's start with a cube, as we often do. And she's got an interesting body, like really a small frame. Yeah, I will pay to see that, by the way. That would be so cool. So yeah, this is like a tiny hourglass. And she's got like very big legs, to be honest. So we'll just make big hips.
Yo. Little Norwegians has got something to say. It goes. So do tell. How did this art and now model come to be in your art pipeline? Art pipeline.
Oh well, that's easy. Of course, it came from our little Discord. There we go. Like you can join here, and it's a really chill place. It's just friends talking about whatever we like. And you know, the artist Rafael Pizan was there, and just mentioned he will be working on that, and he would like to collaborate. And I said, like, sure, why not? Because that sounded like fun, and the design is real fun. So I will say I made the right decision. Alright, now let's see how to make the hips a good shape. And I think I will just do this. There we go. By the way, I'm going to delete all of this side already and add a mirror modifier. There we go, with clipping. Oh, that will be so fun, Tsunami. I got a model the Code Girl sometime. Marina was the name, right? That's a cute name, by the way. It would be so fun to work on a model of her sometime. Alright, so we got the hip size down. I think it should be probably something like this. And one thing I like to do is getting the topology here kinda squarish, so it's easier to work in all of the different, you know. Notice we will have to change, by the way. So yeah. I think this is like a good shape for the leg. This can go a little bit back to... Yeah. Something like this, probably. Yeah, I think this is like a good proportion, although it's a little bit blocky, so I will change it a little bit like this. And she's thinner, like in whole body and everything. Something like this. She has a really weird figure. I like the legs because they are like little cones. They are so fun. And we will of course do our little break for the knees. There we go, and I think for her leg shape we really could help a subdivision here. So it looks more meaty. I think this looks about right. This can go a little bit like this. And now let's do the very difficult thing that always is to make a low poly bat. Let me see, how do we do this? Because we need like a cut over here, and then everything can go a bit smoother. Let's try that. Something like this maybe? Nah, this is weird and we are creating endguns too, which I don't like. Hey, thank you for the follow, Pineapple. Welcome here and thank you for following. And we just reached another goal. I didn't know we had so many. Like there is one after another. They must be automatic. Crash. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like a pain, to be honest. Yeah, this is the poly. I think I'll make the cut on the top instead. It should be easier. And it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Like this can go over here, and we got this, so it's more rounded. Oh, thank you for the subscription, QC. Thank you so much. Really, I appreciate it a whole lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really, I don't thank you all enough. You are always so nice with me, and I don't even know how to handle that. I think I will just do this so we can get rid of this subdivision. Oh, thank you, buddy. And also, Montico. Oh, Moon is here. Love your art, by the way. Happy to see that you are here lurking. Thank you so much. And thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, really. I really appreciate it a whole lot. So yeah, we're actually going to give ourselves a bit of a challenge by trying to not make this bat too high poly. Because it always happens the same, like you try to make something light poly, and then some shapes are supposed to be round, and there's no way to do that in low poly, so we always end up adding a whole lot more polygons than we would like to. But I think we are... Yeah, I think something like this should be good enough. Maybe even with this subdivision to control the flow. Yeah.
Hey Molgato. Poly has a message for you. It says, let us not make the butt too voluptuous now. Hey Molgato. Poly has a message for you.
Hey!
It says, let us not make the butt too voluptuous now.
Why is the message duplicated? Actually, you know what? I will just do this. Because we don't need such a big crack. Alright, I think this works. This is like enough. This is not a lot of detail. But it already has like a distinct shape. There we go. I will get myself rotated, by the way. Hey, we got a persona. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is so cool. This is Moxie. This is a character I made for a small game, for a jam that I end up just running out of because I didn't have enough time to work on it. It was going to be like a Kirby-like platformer with beaten up stuff in it. And he will like smash enemies with his hands and claim some pieces for himself. But you know, too much work. What's cool is that this character eventually had so many revisions that I used an older one for him as the mascot for a program I'm using to make helpers for streams. You know, the program that is running Jump right now. Boy, would that be cool? Wouldn't I love to make an entry into Mega Man series one day? But a mole cat can dream. I think now I will make this a little bit thinner, and this can get a little bit rounder like this. This will help with the silhouette. Something like this. Now let's see. Feet are very simple, so I will not add more detail than the drawing has for them. So I will just do this. Here we go. And this is probably as much of a feed of a food as she needs, actually. I will move this actually to the 0 coordinate. There we go. And you know what we are missing? We should be using a madcap here. Let's see, solid. Yeah, we are using this one. I think, you know, I see a lot of people working with this, but I will just go with the default one. I like working with this one. And hey, I've been working so many times on Mega Man like games. You wouldn't believe it. I made one which was a super on the nose self-insert character back when I was working in Game Maker. I was like a teenager back then. I also have a project that I actually seriously want to take on someday. Actually, let me grab a picture because I would like to talk about it for a second. Let me see. Oh, you wouldn't want to see how it was as a teenager. Like, I was the clingiest, nerdiest guy. All of my drawings were kinda horny, by the way. This was stupid. I, I was just learning how to draw manga style, as we call it back then. I made some good illustrations, by the way. I will try to find one that looks good. Let me see, or actually maybe even some pixel art. Because I also have some of those. Let me see. Hey, this one is a gift. That's cool. Let me see. There we go. So this is a character I made back then when I was a teenager. And this is the only sprite I got in this style, by the way. Most of the others were sprite edits from Mega Man or from Sonic. And she was called Idin, and of course it was going to be a furry Mega Man game. And of course her armor is very similar to Zero. But you know, it was going to be about her being a bounty hunter and being in search of her dad, who disappeared a long time ago. And she will like be living in Earth in the future, but Earth is like a bit run down because everyone is out doing space stuff now. And you know, it was going to be weird. I even tried to draw a comic about it and only drew a few pages. But you know, one day I want to revisit this. I want to rewrite everything. I want to redesign stuff. I want to make something cool and actiony. Back to the model, by the way. So yeah, let's see. How about her arms? Her arms are very simple. Not a lot of detail. Which is cool. Should I try to make the arms connected to the body? Maybe? She's got a small chest though, so that should be easy to work with. With, to be honest, after some of the models I've made lately, I find a relief. Like, this is just so easy to work with. There we go. Moderate chest working. Easy peasy. Maybe even a little bit bigger on the down so it's more of a drop shape. Yeah, I think something like this. The whole model is a bit thick on the eye axis. There we go. A sprite comic. That's interesting. I've never tried that. Whenever I made a comic, I usually just drew it. So I don't know. I am a big fan of 8-bit theater adventures. Like, that was a bit of an obsession for a while, a long time ago. Black Mage was a fan. Red Mage too. Talk about a blast from the past, though. happened with the Alba, by the way? Did they go on to work on other stuff afterwards? Maybe some of the biggest pieces of media that we know nowadays are made by that guy and we just didn't know? I think I will make the arms not connected though. I think that should be not only easier but a bit better with the design. Because she doesn't have anything on the shoulders, it's just a straight cut. Your GP or your HP? Yeah, exactly. And welcome to Cornelia. Oh, do you know what other bit I loved? I loved Warrior when he learned how to parry stuff with the shield, and he just parried random stuff. Like once he parried the ground when he was falling, and it was so fun. Or how Red Mage always kept misjudging stuff because he thought he was in a tabletop game. Good times, I tell ya. I used to be really into webcomics. But for a while I didn't find any to read and I kinda fell off. Also, it doesn't help that a lot of webcomics that I loved were randomly cancelled, so I didn't get to finish the story.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Little Norwegians. It reads, welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria.
I love
I
that.
like swords. Welcome
That
to
brings
Corneria.
me back.
I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords.
That really takes me back. I think the shape should be a little bit thinner. Yeah, something like this.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Polly. It reads, the first Sprite comic / webcomic I read was called El Odyssey de Bras Casas, and it was a Mega Man parody comic. Hey
Interesting.
Molgado. Polly has a message for you.
Hey, why is everything doubled?
The first Sprite comic / webcomic I read was called El Odyssey de Bras Casas, and it was a Mega Man parody comic.
I think it has to do with Dropbox. So I will just pause it. There we go. Yeah, Young here is like me. She's got a peculiar accent, to say the least. There we go. Now let this be a small hands tutorial. I will maybe edit it at some point. So one cool thing about low poly hands is that you don't need them to be realistic. I will start by getting their general shape, and if we are working with an hexagon, we can actually, I am so bad at making tutorials, but the whole thing is you can start with just 6 vertices, but you can end with so many more, and we do this by using bevel. So you end up with 3 sections here. You can do it with more sections if you want more fingers, but this one is going to be a cartoony model. Even though actually the reference has more fingers, so yeah, let's just add more. Like this. And the cool thing about this approach is that you can actually give any shape you want to the hand. You can make this wider, and you'll still have like all of the fingers differently. One thing I like to do is to keep the hand already the kind of shape I want, slightly curled. And yeah, I'll make sure to remove these faces, because we can simply bridge everything together now with bridge edge loops. Huh. Okay, whatever, we will not be doing that because Blender is going crazy. Ah yeah, that's the reason we had. You know what, this is not going to work as a tutorial. I am sorry everyone, but we will learn. We will learn today live on stream. There we go. So yeah, like I like giving it a little bit of a color already, because it will make easier to work with the fingers. Hi Scotty! Hello and welcome here. Hope you have fun. And another cool thing you can do with the fingers is... Oh, by the way, Tsunami, I'm not going to texture in Blender, not anymore. Like the advantages I get from it are very outweighed by the problems. But I will remember that, like that's a lesson burnt with fire on my mind. So yeah, I will extrude individual faces, and I will extrude just a little bit, and then here with individual origins we can scale them down, and now we have individual fingers. We will give them a bit of the shape that we want. And now we can just fix everything here. Again, with the individual origins we can tweak this easily. There we go. And we will make sure that not all fingers have the same size. There we go. This one is a little bit weird, so we'll just fix its size a little bit. There we go. Oh, hands are really complicated. Like, this is a weird approach that I developed because otherwise it can get a little bit complicated. I think we can optimize though. Like, we can just do this. And get a better shape over here. Same with this. But actually, I don't like it for the front. Maybe for the front we can do it the opposite way. I think it gives a better topology and a better flow of normals. We can even add actually both. We triangulate a little bit more, we get extra faces, but you know, normals fare a little bit better. Shouldn't be a matter for this part though. And now for the thumb is always complicated. I like to move this a little bit forward. And just extrude a couple faces. Like this. Because after all, like, this is all we need to get the thumb in the hand. So we can get it like this and be like a smooth shape if we can. And round it off like this. Maybe we can even get rid of this. Yeah, I think something like this works. After all, improvising is part of the job. Yeah, something like this. Oh yeah, I should say, we have advanced so much. There we go. Looking terrible right now, but we will fix it. And I think part of why it looks bad is because of this topology here. So we'll just do this. There we go. I think this is what we need. There we go. Much better. I think we cook with this hand, by the way. What did you think of the topology so far? Oh yeah, the random music selection is a little bit weird in this program. I think the hands should be smaller though. She has way smaller hands than this. Yeah, I think this is better. In fact, I think the whole arm is a little bit too big. Yeah, something like this, but now the whole arm is small. So we'll just check the length. I think something like this is good. There we go. Yeah, something like this. Okay, Tsunami, have a fantastic time, okay? See you later. I think now the whole body seems a little bit too thick in the y-axis. I will pair a little bit thinner like this, at least on the top. I think it's mostly a top issue. There we go, and she's got a little bit of a belly. This can go a little bit to the front. Yeah, I think this is as good as we can get it to be for now. So yeah, let's work on the head. Saving by the way. Let's work on the head for a little bit. And I also like to always work on the head with a subdivided cube. Something like this. There we go. Oh, hi, Crystalline. Hello. Welcome here. I hope you have fun. We will hide everything else so it's easier to work on the head, by the way. There we go. Hey, thank you. Really proud of my fashion sense. And one thing I always like to do with the head is to add a cut here to get the chin having a better shape. Oh, that's so cool, Crystalis. I've been working on low poly models for a long time. Like, I remember that when I was working on them on DeviantArt, they were quite uncommon. Like, everyone was making pixel art whenever they wanted anything that could be considered retro. I think we need another cut here. There we go. In fact, I will add this here too, so we can make this a little bit rounder. There we go. There we go. Also, hi, Stinkiver. Happy to see you here too. How's everything been lately? I think her head size is actually on point. Maybe we can make it a little bit smaller, not too much. Something like this. And we can also add a neck. There we go. Now with this information we can actually add some tweaks to the body. Like this whole thing, it should go a little bit more to the back. There we go. Maybe the arms can go a little bit up too. And I think I will move this a little bit to the center. Yeah, I think this is like a good shape compared to the reference. Well, the boring stuff sadly is necessary to life. I've been working on a lot of boring stuff lately too, but you know, always exciting when you can say that you are finished and you can work on the cool exciting stuff again. I want to thank you all for being here today too. I always say, but it's always true. I always appreciate a whole lot. Cause you know, realistically speaking, like you could be anywhere else. But you're here with me and for that I'm thankful. I think for the ears I will just extrude it like this, and we can just shape it later. Like this should be a little bit more like this. This can come a little bit like this. There we go. Yeah, I think this is like a good shape. This is like reading the morning paper while we have coffee. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's like the best vibe I could give. Now, when it comes to hair, the hair is real simple. So we'll just duplicate this, separate the selection, and make this a little bit bigger, like this. And so now we can simply extrude anything that we need. And I think I will add a cut over here. This is where this hair separates. And it goes a little bit like this. So now we can simply start extruding this down. I think something like this. And this is like the cut she's got. It's a very simple cut. Hey, look at her go! She's got the move. She's got the jam. I think something like this is a good shape for the hair. Like it curves a little bit on the lower part. And here on the front we get something similar, but it goes in front of the ear. And it's a little bit shorter. And this is like the general shape. We can even optimize this a little bit. because now she's got a front cut like this. And it's like simple enough. But I think the hair does something cool here at the top. That this actually has a little bit of an arc. And we can simply fake it like this. But we can give it even a little bit extra oomph with this cut. There we go. This goes a little bit higher and this goes a little bit more to the center. Yeah, I think this works. There we go. Oh, welcome back, Tsunami. Yeah, the air vents. I love that. That's that's something we are missing in anime designs nowadays. Back in the day, it was so common though. Yeah, the sidewalks are cool. I need to figure out how to make them look like the reference because they are a little bit scrawny near the bottom. They are not a clear cut. So maybe we'll just subdivide this. And make it like different shapes. Yeah, I think this is like the best approximation we can make without going into high poly territory. There we go. We even curve it a little bit so it looks better in different directions. Yeah, I like this. I like how it's turning out. There we go. You know what? I will actually add another subdivision here. Just because I want it to flow better in 3 dimensions. I want this to have a little bit more volume. And just like this, we got something that is not flat. You know what? Saying it again, I would like to model Marina sometime. It will be so fun. We will have to see how the schedule works though. Especially now that I am also having commissions open. But you know, we are not in a rush. So there's that. There we go, that's the hair. Good shapes all around. Now we can just hide the head under the hair. And let's see, because we also have two big buttons in the hips, which will be easy to add. I will just add an 8-sided cylinder. And I will actually add a subdivision here to make it a little bit smoother. Hey, what kind of combo is that? Is that the Faber combo? Hello! How you doing? How's everything going? As you can see, we are modeling such a button-heavy character. But it's a very fun design. Hi! As I say, happy to see you here. Here's the reference of the character we are making, by the way. Whoops! Sorry! There we go. There's the girl. And we need to make the cable too. And it seems it comes out the butt as if it was a tail. So that's what I'm going to do. We can probably go with a 4-side cylinder. It's gotta be thin but long. Coming from the top of the bat or the bottom of the bottom of the back or the top of the bat. Like from this point. And I think we can just add a bunch of subdivisions. Subdivide. And probably like this is okay. We will make this part here. Near the end of it. And it looks a little bit weird, so we will probably bevel it. And make this an hexagon. Ah, hey, I got time again! Smogato, hey, Waro! How you doing? How's everything going? Hope the week is treating you well. And I think now I can simply add a cube here and work on the board. There we go, getting rid of this face. And I am eyeballing all of the different proportions though, because I think that's what makes modeling fun. There we go. This goes a little bit down. And a little bit like this. We don't need this face, by the way. And now we need to bevel those to get the signature look of the PS2 controller port. I will hide everything else so we can work on the topology. Alright, we'll do this. And same here. There we go. And as for this one, I will do the same. So we got the wire tail thing down. I think probably it needs to go for longer. So I will pick everything here, move it a little bit to the back, and everything here can a little bit over here. There we go. Oh, crossed arms are really hard to pose, even if you get perfect rigs and perfect eye gaze, they're still hard. And I wouldn't pass this character to do that. Well, she does seem like a little bit of a menace. The ears are not in the correct shape though. They are a little bit like this. There we go. That's better. Oh, Judy crossed arms. Those are slightly easier. Not a lot, by the way, but just slightly. Okay, so I think we got the model down. Probably can get the face a little bit more over here. Maybe we can also add another subdivision, because I don't really like how flat the face is and how much it protrudes. I will add another subdivision here to make the whole face a little bit rounder. There we go. So now this can come a little bit over here. We can get rid of this now. And we will actually move this way closer to the center. There we go, much rounder face. Which is always good. There we go, now this is a good shape for the face. There we go. Oh hi Mapo, hello! How you doing? She is actually a PS2 goblin. Here's the red that we got. And as you can see, she's got a big theme going on. I think it's a real nice design, by the way. I really like it a whole lot. Now let's get rid of some endguns here because we don't really like them. Same here. Cool. So now, when it comes to textures, I think we are going to be doing something interesting. We are going to be using flat colors with very little details, and we'll just paint some shines and some like that. So we'll actually...
Got something to say.
Oh, let's see.
Oh hey Moga, what do y'all think of Ridge Racer's music?
Ridge Racer music. I haven't heard a whole lot of it, but I know it's amazing. And you know, if you compound Ridge Racer with Sonic Air, that means the Ridge Racer music is amazing. Because really, I don't think any game gets the kind of vibe that Sonic Air gets with the music. I think we will actually add some texture for the ears. Which, by the way, they have a hidden face that we don't need. We'll get rid of it now. And what else needs to be texture? Like, of course, this face. And she's got an area near the chest that has the PlayStation logo. So we'll do just that. And I think that's about it. Maybe like we got this part here. And we got this face too. But not a whole lot, to be honest. We got a lot of flat colors, and that's cool. Let me see what else. Vertex color, not really. I will use the texture to color everything, but a lot of faces will be conflated to a single pixel. I'm not sure. I think she only has those two. Maybe she ate the other two buttons. I'm thinking about messing with a Fresnel in the shader later on to get the whole shiny thing down. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can do something. I am learning a lot about that effect lately. But oh my god, that's a good one, Mapo. So yeah, let's just get the faces that we are going to be texturing. And we'll unwrap those. Like right away. And we got something that we didn't need. Of course, we didn't need the back of the head. There we go. Both of these need to be mirrored, so... And this one can go over here. Those two come here. What is this one? This is the ear. So we will rotate it to match the actual orientation. And we'll make everything smaller. We need some space to mirror these two. There we go, there we go. And this one needs to be mirrored too. So, maybe a little bit smaller. And over here. There we go. We got a lot of free space, which is cool, because we can now pick everything else here. Just make it a pixel. And suddenly our UVs are not scary. There we go. Hey, do you know what, Tsunami? If the sketch is looking better, and if that's truly the case, you should be able to just call it a day with the sketch, clean the sketch up a little bit, present it, and just start working on something else. Because honestly, sketches are underappreciated. The sketches are real cool. And maybe one day you'll just go, maybe let's revisit this sketch. Maybe let's work on this concept again. And you know, that would be cool. You'll have twice the content from a single sketch. Arms are really hard. I usually work on arms by drawing the hands first and then trying to reverse trace the path to the shoulder, but it doesn't work very well. So sadly here my advice is not too helpful. Yeah, I think this is good enough. And we will actually export this Where was this? UV, export UV layout, UV. There we go. I don't know why that happens. It happens to me a lot too. Also, by the way, let's try a little experiment. If I press this button, there we go! We are in a sprite now, and you probably didn't see any difference. But I pressed a button in my old phone, and it just switched the window for me, both in the desktop and in the stream. Alright, so what I'll do is make everything here black. And I will also add the UVs that we got. There we go. Let me see, how do I adapt this? Because this is such a big texture. There we go. Oh, thank you for the raid! Thank you, Carlos Atmap! And welcome here, everyone! No, this is not working very well. You know what I'll do? I will actually set the texture size. And thank you for the follow, Bipat. And welcome everyone. Welcome here. Yeah, like, oh, thank you for the follow, Carlos. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We are working on a 3D model of this little goblin girl. She's like a PS2. Thank you for the follow, LMB. And we are right now working on the textures. But, you know, model-wise, we are almost done. Like, we will just adapt things and paint everything. It's a really cool design. I will encourage everyone to give a follow to the artist. Here's the link to the official art, by the way. To the original art, I mean. So yeah, what I will do with the UVs is changing the texture size. Let's see. Here, let's see, sprite size is 128. So we will do the same here. There we go. And we will paint everything here a bright color, so we can delete it easier now. There we go. Actually, I will do this in a new layer. There we go. I'm using a sprite, and it's a really useful piece of software. It's made for pixel art and for pixel animation, but it can also be very good for textures. Okay, DNG, have a fantastic day, okay? See ya. Okay, so now in the background we can actually paint a texture, and I will get the reference to Oh, we got an upgrade from the spreader resource! Oh my god! Thank you! Hello everyone! Hello Raiders! Oh my god, this is amazing! Like the spreader resource is such a useful. Hello, thank you for the follow, Betamax. Like I was saying, like the spreader resource is such a good page. I love using it. I get a lot of references from there. It's great for palettes. It's great for sprite work. They even got a version for models, and it's just amazing. It's just great. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm going to link it, by the way. You are breathtaking. Seriously, I've been using the sprite resource for so many years. Like I cannot even remember when was the first time I saw it. I remember when I was a teen and I was just looking at pages with sprites for my Sonic sprite edits. And one day the sprite resource appeared and it was like a big hub for everything. Seriously, cannot recommend it enough. Everyone use it because they even got a new redesigned website recently. And it just makes everything even more useful. You can get previews from the sprites just hovering on the images. It's just so good. It's just so nice. Now let's see where I was. Yeah, there we go. So really, thank you. Getting raided by the spreader resource is such a surreal feeling. It's like getting raided by, I don't know, like from Photoshop or something. Not Adobe, not the shitty company, just Photoshop from 2000 and something, when it was real cool. The piece of software itself. Look at her go. She really has got the moves. We got the shapes in here. We can actually mesh this down. There we go. Oh, cool, Tsunami. That's great to know. I want to see how the PC is turning out. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lunch. Just some. That's right. That's so funny. So yeah, let's go back to Blender here. And here's the thing, we don't have the texture yet. So we are going to be making the material. So I create one and PS2 Gobo. We don't really care about what kind of surface it has because we are going to change it. Let me move this around. We go to image texture. We pick the texture we made. And the preview is a little bit weird, you know, but it's okay. Right now this is not perfect, obviously. But we will go to the shading window here for a second. If Blender doesn't crash on me, here we go. Okay. And we get rid of this, we don't need it. We can add color with surface directly. And we set this from linear to closest. And of course, here we add the same material. There we go. We got the texture to apply correctly now. And here we can get it. Making that series it a lot. It's like when I get microwave and then immediately killed. That's gotta be favor. Alright, so we'll do this too. Whoops! I'm back. Alright, so with this done, I think we can actually adjust the texture a little bit. We know this is exactly the pixel we are using. There we go. I always come back, true. I am hard to get rid of. Alright, so let's work on the face. I think it's over here that the texture cuts off. We will check it real quick. Yeah, perfect. Perfect cut. And it's about this part that we need to add the nose. So let's actually get the general shading here as a reference. And it's over here. There we go. And with this we can actually work on the rest of the face. We found the triangle! So we can only imagine that the X is in the other eye. I will actually do that. I will not make her winking. I want both of the eyes to be there. Alright, but the shape is... yeah, is similar to this. There we go. Checking it in Blender. And probably the eye should be a little bit bigger and a little bit more to the center, so yeah, let's do that. I think this is like a good shape, which I will check real quick. There we go. Actually, we are not getting the color right, maybe. Let me check this real quick. Here in color management, yeah, we are in standard. Okay, I don't know. You are really into Five Nights at Freddy's, and I feel a little bit out of place because I really know nothing about the franchise. So maybe one day we can actually stream it, and I can go in blind, and you can laugh at me at how bad I am at it. Maybe that could make for a fun stream. I think I will move the nose shadow a little bit over here, and we can pick a lighter color. Like this. There we go. And now when it comes to the eyelashes, I think I will work a little bit like this, very dark teal. There we go. And they get thinner and thinner as we go. Hey, who's microwaving me now? Oh, so I wouldn't be expected to actually beat the game if I ever try them? Because if we are just like having a little bit of fun and that's about it, maybe that will be easier. We add a little bit of anti-aliasing here and there, not a lot. Tweak the color a little bit. Maybe a little bit more like this, yeah. And we actually have like this shape here, I think. There we go. UCN. What is UCN? It's because I really don't know the series enough to know the abbreviated game names. Right, checking it in Blender real quick. I think it looks good. Perhaps this should come a little bit here. Maybe we can even lower this a little bit. Yeah, something like this. I think it works. Maybe we can get this over here too. I know we need to add a little bit of border over here, but I think this helps the texture a whole lot. Ultimate Custom Night. So it's like a sandbox to play in a more arcade version of the game or something like that. Because that would be so cool. Wait, 50? 50 animatronics? I thought there were like 6 or 7. Or is that like counting different versions of the same? It's okay if it's not totally updated, like I don't think I can handle more than 50 robots, to be honest. There we go, perfect. Let's work on the eyes and the mouth. And actually, let's add the eyebrows first. That helps a lot with the silhouette of everything. And they are kinda roundish, so they are easy. There we go. And I think we can actually add a medium tone here. Yeah, something like this. There we go. Nightmare Freddy is different than Nightmare. Okay. I know you are talking complete gibberishes to me. I am sorry. I am a Philistine when it comes to these things. But I am looking forward to learning because I think it could be real funny. No, she's also got like this little bit of cheeky lines. And I'm choosing to interpret this as part of her design rather than just an stylized shadow. Because that looks more unique. Yeah, something like this. What's the reason behind people hating on that game specifically? Does it do something different than people expected or something? I think something like this helps with the shadows. Nav 1 is the simplest in terms of mechanic. Left door, right door, that's it. Notice we only had one animatronic and one mechanic. Oh, I see. So it's like a different approach, and people really didn't like the change. That happens. Sometimes it's such a small change, all that it takes to throw the balance off. I think if we add a little bit of anti-aliasing in key parts of it, the mouth shapes should be okay. She's got perfectly wide teeth. And she does have the signature incisives, so I will totally draw them. There we go. Darker, slightly more saturated. Probably even a little bit more. Yeah, maybe something like this is a good shape. It's amazing what you can do with just a little bit of strategic painting of some pixels. And oh my god, this is so ugly. This is not how this should look in the slightest. So this goes a little bit right here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Addison. Welcome, and I hope you have fun in here. Now to get a better performance out of Blender, we will hide everything else. There we go. Adjusting the UVs to get the desired result. There we go. I think this works better. Yeah, she looks so weird with that pupils. But I think the shape of the mouth is correct. so we can move on to add more details. So yeah, let's go for the eyes, and the eyes are just bright red. So I will just add it like this. Maybe a little bit bigger, something like this. Because she really has big pupils. I like making the pupils a little bit more squared. Maybe we can even get rid of this part. There we go. I don't really like this. Maybe a little bit smaller. Like this. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I would think so. So let's just make everything a little bit different. Let's just make this in our style. Oh, Ragnarok Battle of Flying. How much fun I've had with that game. Yeah, people use the triangle button, and since he's winking in the image, I imagine the other eye is the X. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think something like this looks good. Maybe a little bit better like this. But you know, with the triangle in here, maybe it's not worth to add shines yet. Maybe we can simply add the triangle as this. I think it looks pretty triangular to me. Yeah, very, very triangle. Not sure how to make this one work. Maybe like this. Alright, let's see how it looks in Blender just in case. She's not her right now, but she still looks hella scary. Let's try something else. Let's try a different approach to the eye. I think we will make the eye slightly bigger and more square. There we go. I'm saying over here. Maybe we can actually lower everything a little bit. So now the triangle is going to be easier to make. There we go. And we will actually add saturation, make this a different color. Yeah, something like this. And we will actually add like some shine in here. It's so hard though. It's such a different design that I'm used to. We'll see. I'll leave it like this for now. Because, you know, we cannot just stay here forever in the ice. We gotta work forward. We gotta finish the model. And of course, we cannot do that if we just stay here working on the ice forever. So, this done. I'll just copy.
Drink some water.
Too late, I already drank some water. Now for this eye, I think I will just get rid of the triangle first. See how it will look if not for it. There we go. Just have some little jam here. There we go. Yeah, I think this is how the eye should look normally. So I will pick the whole eye. And I'll make it blue. There we go. Something like this. Maybe we can even go a little bit darker for this. And now let's make the X. And the X is like this. Bright blue. There we go. Hey, thank you for the follow, Per Angel. Welcome here, and I hope you have fun. Let's have some water, actually, yeah. Now, let's see. Problem we got is that this is not a pair or uneven design. So there we go, fix this. Maybe we can even just add this color here and calculate. There we go. The X is very hard to see though. So how do we do this? Maybe we do something like this. And maybe this is the key for the other eye too. Maybe we should do something similar. Maybe this is what we need to do. So the symbol shines a whole lot more. No, we don't even need the shine. There we go. We can add a little bit of shine like this. Maybe a little bit here. Yeah, not really a fan. But I think this should be okay. That was enough time in the eyes. Let's go somewhere else. We got all of this. We should go here. And let's work on the ear next. So for the ear we got like this shape. And it got like this shadow inside. It's got like another small here. So we anti-alias. And let's see how this goes in the model itself. I think it's not bad, so we just need to add a small adjustments. There we go. And everything else here can be the same color. There we go. You actually need a Macarena emote. As a thank you, Tsunami. It's going to be fun. We are going to work on it next stream. Alright, with this done, the next part we got is the neck, which has two different textures in it. So let's go here in Sprite and let's add a small part for it, something like this. We got this. And we got this general gray color. So we just add something like this, a little bit of shine at the top, and this should be enough. Hi Boxic, hello! Happy to see you here, how's everything going? It is a really cool character. Blizzard really did a fantastic job designing her. It's so fun, like, There we go. We are doing a good job here, except for the eyes. The eyes are so weird. The eyes I might work off camera to fix on time. Because it's so hard to add a symbol in them in pixel art. There we go. With this we got the whole neck, which was easy. Let's now work on the chest area, which has the PS2 logo. Happy to hear that, Boxy. What you been up to lately? I'm busy working on more custom steer track. So cool. What you been working lately? Like I saw the Green Hills one, but I haven't seen what else you've been working on. By the way, whenever I hear this track from Final Fantasy VII, it reminds me of Little Norwegians. Because Combustion has some motorbike segments in it. Working on the original track to Dream. Oh, that's so cool! You're going all out. That's something really I have to respect. Because making an original track is so hard. I know from my own experience. Yeah, so now still a couple pixels to fix. There we go. And here we just add the PS2 logo, so I'll just paste this here. And get a slightly darker tone here for a shadow. I will actually grab the colors from here. Should be easier. It was something like this. And I know it's not center, we'll tweak it now. Like this should go one lower. Something like this, maybe. 2 pixels in the middle. So this one comes over here. Maybe we'll make this 2 pixels wide. That seems conductive. I know it's not as accurate, but it will probably look better. And let's pick the top color too. Because it's something like this. There we go. You can even add a little bit of shadow here in the corners to make it more legible. There we go. Oh, Tsunami, I know that feeling. I know that pain. No, let me see. There we go. Now let's see how this looks and how we can make it look a little bit better. Yeah, I think something like this looks nice. There we go. Is the STC right now, but it will be okay once we mirror everything. Yeah, I think even better this way. There we go. Yeah, the ST2 is just a test station too. It's not just for playing anymore, it's for everything. Next thing in the design is that she's got these bars to the side. So let's just do that and we'll stretch it over all of the faces that we need. We'll make it pretty wide just in case. And this is just 2 bars. So I will add it like this. Maybe something like this to make it stand up a little bit more. There we go. Oh, I see you are a really easy to ibuprofen emote. That's a really funny one. Thank you for the idea, by the way, Tsunami. So let's see. The line goes all the way down to the middle of the leg. So we'll hide this button for now. And we'll just get this whole section. and we unwrap it, make it more or less so that this is straight. Oh, thank you, Waro, thank you so much. Thank you so much, really. I really appreciate it a whole lot. I am sorry that a lot of the emotes are locked by subscription, but I literally ran out of space for more free emotes. I think this is like a good size for the line. We probably need to make the line shorter though, so we'll modify the texture real quick. I make this closer, I get rid of this. There we go. No more shiny detail, I think. What we'll do is get this part and make it like a shadowy version. There we go, so we can add shading even in this part. Hey, that's so cute! Wow. That's such a lovely thing to add to chat. So we can make it like this, so everything is the same color. But now these faces, they can go here. So we got a little bit of a shadow. I think this will also go 1 pixel higher. Oh, thank you for the follow, God Lollies. Welcome here, I hope you have fun. I think we are almost done with this part of the body. Because we will pick everything here and just move it to this color. And now with that done, we can actually start adding other color for the legs. And the legs are fairly simple, actually. Oh, that sound! That's so fitting and that's so good. It takes me back. I love that sound. PS1, my beloved, exactly. The goat of consoles. Okay, we will add a little bit of a shadow here, and it's going to be a bit of a cheaty thing. Because I will make sure that we got the right orientation. There we go. And just move everything to the same height. And here's the thing. If I pick this as a reference. Let me see. If I pick this as a reference, I can actually just get the height right. Because this is this pixel and this one is here. So we move it like this. And we move this upwards too. And this one just needs to go here. Actually, I might need to change this because it's upside down. Nothing that can be fixed like this. Hey buddy, you know that's not true. I always love what you tell me. You always bring the most interesting topics. Alright, so with this, the border should coincide. Why doesn't it though? Oh, I see, it's not the same for everything. There we go. Now we can just set this to also be the darker color. And this can come a little bit up to make the shape. There we go. For the leg though, let's just add something similar to that of the neck. We'll add a little bit of shadow over here. And a little bit over here. But shadows are important because otherwise it looks weird as hell. And we'll add a little bit of shine at the top. We can even add a little bit of a shadow for the feet. We'll see how it looks. Because now I can simply get this, project from view, something like this. We can deform everything a little bit to get the desired effect. Alright. We fix everything a little bit. Maybe the boots are too low, so we can raise everything a little bit. And add a bit of a shadow for the knees. I also think it goes a little bit lower, so... There we go. Oh, there was some weird visual glitch? Because I was a little bit confused reading their comment. Alright, so we got more or less everything in place. We'll raise this a couple pixels. And we'll add a little bit of a shadow for the knee. And I think this works wonderfully, to be honest. So we can go and I'll actually tweak this part a little bit. It can be a little bit smaller. We got something interesting in the mail today. Can't wait to check it later. I just broke it here. I just by the way, for those of you that doesn't know her, cause a lot of new people in here today, I gotta say that that makes me real happy. But so Ayase is my wife and the love of my life, and she's on hiatus right now, but she'll go back to streaming sometime soon. We gotta work a lot of details. But in the meantime, go and check her. She streams in Spanish. She is so lovely. She is always this really cozy person. She's the best, actually. Alright, back to working on this. I think next we are going to make the buttons and then the arms, which should be easy, and then work on the hair. We are going to add very simple shine for the hair. Or actually, no, I think we won't add any shine, we'll just let everything to the shader. So let's just go to the buttons. Alright, so if we get here, we can actually get a square here. And the buttons are the same color as this, but I will use the shine color. And then I'll add a circle inside. There we go. And this is the circle, but let's just get the red color and add a circle to it. Whoops, here we go. Let me see. Selection, modify, contract 3 pixels? Yeah. There we go. And if we get like a darker color, we can add a little bit of anti-alias. Here we go. Focus it on this. Oh, nice! Really looking forward to see how it looks. Alright, and this one is just going to be the square. And this is here too, so cool, we get the color, that helps a whole lot. Oh, hi Boxy! Hello! How you doing? Always a pleasure to see you here. For everyone who doesn't know Boxit is an amazing low poly artist. Really, his work is a thing to behold. I think I will actually add a little pixel here and we'll get one of the inside. There we go, much better.
Intercepted a transmission from Little Norwegians that says this. What's your favorite PlayStation 2 game?
That's a good question. Since I didn't get to play the PlayStation 2 a whole lot when I was a kid, because you know it was expensive and I really didn't have the money. Which I think is probably the reason I like the PlayStation 1 so much. I played it for so much longer than everyone else. I will say that my favorite is probably Final Fantasy X. I know it's a really good game and I love it a whole lot, so oh, the exclamation message with the links. Okay, I'm making a note to fix that right now. Let me get to this, because I gotta fix it as soon as the stream is over. There we go. Won't be happening anymore. Thank you for letting me know, Waro, by the way. Right, so now we will make sure this is in an even position. And we will make this a little bit smaller so it fits the circle completely. Alright. Part of this can simply be this color or even the shadow one. And for this we will make another area. Maybe something like this, so it's a little bit more rubbery. Oh, hi Dream! Hello! Happy to see you here too! Been a while since last time. How's everything going? We are jamming at some bangers while working on this PS2 Gobo right now. So we get everything completely straight. I think this looks nice enough. Everything will be cooler when we add an outline. Oh, you are finishing a temporary work? How do you get a different one afterwards that works better for you? You know, life is always about making changes, but so I just hope it's for the best. There are always so nice here, so I will say that you deserve the best. Now the arms, they have a little bit more detail than they let on. So let's just get to them straight. So I think we add something similar to that of the leg, but it has this in the middle. And here too. Oh, hi, I'm Sanity and April. Oh, you haven't been here in a long time. Happy to see you here. Happy to see you both coming back. Happy to see you. Hope it went well with the dentist. So now, this is like in the side of the arm. So I will just pick everything here and project from view. And something like this should actually be enough. I think this works. As for the hand, I will simply pick all of it and give it the medium tone, and actually will make the inside of the fingers darker. Or maybe the bottom too. We can even make the palm also be the darker color. I think something like this should work. So yeah, it looks a little bit wonky sometimes. You know what, I will pick the inside again. And we'll do something cheeky, we'll place them between 2 pixels in the texture. Now we can actually make it go in the tip, just like this. I think this looks way better. This was cool. Oh, thank you, Abril. I am sorry that I had to catch with the chat right now because I haven't been paying attention for a hot minute. I hope school was good, April. And yeah, I've been working on this for a while now. It's been a long stream, to be honest. Let me see, how long have we been? I forgot where to look at it. Yeah, almost 3 hours. Oh my god. We better wrap it up quickly. Oh, thank you for the follow, Marcelino. Welcome here, and I hope you have fun. We are currently trying to wrap this up as quick as we can because it's been a while. It's been almost 3 hours, and I really should be finishing soon. Okay, so we will adapt this to the rectangle. We know it's 1 pixel taller. So let's go here. And just do this. And it's just like 3 things that go inside. So yeah, let's just add them. With a little bit of shadow too. There we go. And as for this port, we will get the darkest color we got. And just do something like this. This song is so good, by the way. This is the theme for Infinite in Sonic Forces, out of all games. Hello! Hey Bacon, hello! Happy to see you here, how has it been? As you can see, we have been on a long stream today. Really want to finish this model today. I think this looks about right. Okay. Everything here can be just the same tone. Although this one, to be honest, we will actually need to add a little bit of a division. So we'll add it like right here and just make something quick. There we go, something as simple as this. Why you Google video song ever every time? I call it video song ever. That's a good one. But I love this song, it just sounds so good. Like, I've seen it a bunch of times. A lot of times we don't give songs that you respect because they are corny and they are too over the top or too obvious. None of that flies with me. If this is cool, it's just cool. I don't care that it's too edgy or whatever. It's just so good. I enjoy it, so that's about it. All right. Cooking in CTR lately. Oh, that's so cool. I remember Coco's sprite was really weird. But I still had a little bit of a crush on her when I was little. I mean, who didn't? There we go. And I will make a little bit of a texture for this too. Okay, we got this color. There we go. And I think probably can add darker version over here. There we go. I'm gonna this can simply be the dark color. I think this works. I love to see when someone comes here and everyone knows them because it really feels like, you know, this old bar and everyone knows each other and that's so cozy. Alright, so I think only thing left to texture is her hair. And the hair is simply a darker black. So we will actually make very little texture for it. Like this is the normal hair color. And here we got a darker version of it. And we can even make a tinier, more saturated version of it too. There we go. Oh, this is from Rastless Peasant. Let me grab the link to the original art again, because it's so good. Here it is. Cool dude from our Discord, by the way. It's such a good goblin. I like it a whole lot. Alright, so with this done, let's just go to Blender again. And everything is the same now. But we will add a few cuts here and there so we get a cool little shape. There we go. And I got tiny. It is really a great design. I love how it turned out. And I am happy that I'm getting to model it. Oh yeah, I should save. Thank you for the reminder. Why is it so laggy sometimes?
Yo Molgato, drink some water.
You know what? I should drink some water. Little Spaniard. Yeah, this one is so good. I need to really get down and play Everhood. Because, you know, it's not fair that I know more the soundtrack than the game itself. Why is Blender so laggy whenever I change UV islands? It's so weird. Like you see how it is different just because I got everything hidden. Right? Okay, and I will also add a little bit of shine over here. Here we go. And we will modify the colors a little bit because the difference is too extreme. Little Duckman. Little Dutchman. Maybe this is a better difference. Let's see. Yeah, way better. Not as extreme. Maybe the shine is not as good. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Alright, so before we add any rigging or anything else, I will actually mirror this. I will mirror it again when time comes. I will apply this, get out of this side, And here in the UV editing we can already make some changes. There we go, she is no longer the weird SP2. She's got the other eye. And this is a square. So we got all of the asymmetrical bits done. And so I think now I will go here to the shading and let's try to be a little bit cheeky. Let's try to add some cool effects. Let's see. We got a Fresnel. Which looks a little bit like this. So let me see. What do we have for color? RGB curves maybe. Yeah. Let me see. How does this even work? Not really what I want. Alright, so we jack the... There we go, so this is about what we need of the Fresnel. So now we add a multiply mix. We got this, and we got this. Maybe mix color. And this should be multiply. Alright, so this is like a border. So now this comes here. And this is like add, I think. Not really working very well. Maybe we should clamp the result. Let me see. Maybe it's because this is not clamped. Nope, not really. Ah, there we go. Now the factor here goes a little bit down. And we change the places. Alright, I think this looks nice. We can reduce a little bit the contrast. There we go. The previous track, that's the battle theme from Metaphor Fantasia. Yeah, she's a good goblin. She will look a little bit better once we actually get the normals right. Shade auto smooth. And I will go to solid here for a second so it's easier to see. Okay. So now we can actually make some faces be sharp. There we go. Same with this. I don't think we have a lot of sharp lines in here. Not that we need actually. I love this track too. There we go. Same with this part. And with this, I think... Let me see, we got anything here? Not really. Okay. There we go. So now, with the material, we should have a cool little shine. It's a little bit too strong. So we'll go back to shading. Reduce this factor. Add a little bit of contrast so the line is smaller. There we go. I think this looks great, to be honest. I think it's a good effect that I like a lot. And now let's just add an outline to finish adding the effect we want. So we have a new material. Are we back? I am sorry. I don't know what happened. I hope we are back. Is everything okay? I got a weird error message. What a way to lose all views, to be honest. Alright, I'm back. Happy to hear that. And sorry everyone, I got a weird error message and everything froze. So let's just add the outline and call it a day, I guess. Really sorry. I hope not a lot of people just rang off, because I really wanted to just raid someone and spread the love. So yeah, let's not take a while, let's just go fast and just make this animation, and I'll make it like real deep blue, and this one will be the outline material. So here we will add a solidify. Gonna make it the last one. It won't allow me. Okay, whatever. Flip the normals. Change the material. One important thing that I always forget is that we had to enable backface culling. So now we can set the offset to 0 and add some thickness to it. I think something like this works. And we can copy the same thing here and just add the outline material too. There we go. Very different though. Very different from the goblins from Croc. Oh, we got a face that is not correctly set up here. Let me see. All of these faces, they are really. Why are they so weird? They shouldn't. Why are we getting that effect? There is no face in here. Strange. All of this is supposed to be simply this color. Maybe a side effect of the outline. We'll see. In any case, this is how the model looks. I think I'll rig her off camera sometime and just polish it soon. Is everything okay? Is it lagging? A little bit, I guess. Maybe it's because of this material. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I think we already tempted Destiny enough. Fate has it for us, and we are not going to win against Fate. So let's just go here to the just chatting scene for a second, and I am sorry for the underwhelming end of the stream. I am very sorry. Nothing I could do about it, but it happens. In any case, let's just see if we can raid someone. Even if we are not as many as we were a little bit ago, I am pretty sure whoever gets the raid will be happy about it. And you know what? We haven't gone with Rayleigh in a while. So let's go with Rayleigh. Rayleigh's playing Fields of Mystery, and that's always a cozy time. So say hi from me, be jolly, be nice, and have a lot of fun, okay? See ya next time.